Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Darksiders 2. So we're doing the final bit of DLC. It turns out there's at least one human still alive on Earth in this DLC, which I really wouldn't be upset if Fury in Darksiders 3 deals with a human the whole time. Doesn't matter who the human is. I think you go the wrong direction if you give her some child that she has to take care of the whole time. That doesn't seem like that would be a good characterization for one of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This door looks like it would be a door, but it isn't. This looks like there'd be something in there, but there isn't. I guess what we're looking for, and the game may just be glitched. I can open the doors, but there's nobody here. This bit of DLC is so bad. Like, just terrible. Alright, so let's go ahead and save and just quit out. It seems this is the third or fourth time we've had to do that in less than 35 minutes. Yeah. I guess you run a slight, and you run the risk, and it's a legitimate criticism in my opinion, of over feminizing Fury because she's a woman. If she is dealing with the humans, like Death had the Nephilim, and that's kind of an issue too. I guess there's a bigger issue if the artist who has the fetish of drawing very angular, very strong women is still involved with the animation in Darksiders 3. Every single pose. This guy is probably mad at me because he thinks I'm war, or that I've caused the apocalypse too. There's a lot of stuff in this train station. So what would have been the other direction, I wonder? I bet we go in full circles. Can't break the... Knock that into the lava. So maybe I really don't know what I would want, what I want for Darksiders 3, other than I want the action to be fast and for it to be a linear game. But I do want all the characters to have a little bit more interaction. Sure, looks like you should be able to walk through there. Like, you don't want to do what Metroid Prime 4, I believe it was, did, where you had a strong character, Samus Aran, a well established as a strong character, turned into a overly obedient, kind of love-struck character.
There's nothing left to lose. It's easier to keep your head. Most people panicked or tried to fight the demons. Can't blame them. They were slaughtered like cattle. Nothing they did mattered in the end.
Interesting. So this is like the guy's talking while I was supposed to be walking, and that is just not something that happened in any of the Darksiders games up until this point. You can see there's a dead corpse, and he's about to shoot that and drop a ball on me. And I'm about to fall to my death because I fell out of screen. This game is so glitchy. Just this one little bit of the DLC is so glitchy. Like, all it was supposed to do was drop me down into this section. And see, this probably isn't a very important place. But it kind of looks like where War fought the demon and lost all his powers. Wow, that was herky-jerky. No slaughterfish. I really, really want to go back to the way Darksiders 1 was, where there was a city section, but there was also some not city sections, some sections that felt like Forge lands. Also, there's, I guess, a timeline issue in this game that was not addressed, because war happens at the apocalypse. Darksiders 1 starts at the apocalypse, when the demons are coming to Earth and attacking people. Then War loses his powers and gets sent to the Charred Council. And then he comes back to Earth like 100 years later, 100,000 years, anywhere between 100 minimum and 1,000. And then you see the game resolve at the end, which is to say that the timeline on Darksiders 2, which takes place right after he loses his power and he's in front of the Charred Council, which means it's either 1 second after the apocalypse happens, or... That's interesting. I think that's probably a glitch and not some kind of collectible. Or it could be as many as that 100 or 1,000 years. So this could be 100 or 1,000 years after the apocalypse happened, which then means that the guy we're trying to talk to is like several generations past the apocalypse, or this takes place as a prequel to all that has happened in the main game, which I guess it could be the case. Like, we don't have any of our abilities except for Dust and Despair, so this could be a prequel. And I'm sure maybe the DLC explained this and just didn't explain it to most people. Now, this is definitely not the experience I probably would want to have at the beginning. Not that the beginning of this game is particularly good anyways. Do I have a way back up if I fall down? Doesn't seem like I do. Now, I don't right now have the soul split ability. Oh, I have to hold D? Apparently I have to hold B. Maybe I need to just be on the side. Yeah, apparently it works only by the side and not by the regular. So, yeah, once again, we kind of already knew that was the case, but it absolutely has to be the case in Darksiders 3 that all of the story and events take place during the period of the apocalypse to when War breaks the 7th seal and starts the apocalypse for real at the end of the first game. I guess there's no reason to really dance around spoilers, since we see it also at the end of this game. Here's the way up. Do I... By the way, yeah. Yeah. Still seems like there would be a way, that there's supposed to be a way up here. I guess not. What was the point of doing all of that? Did I get a key? I don't have a key.
There is a lock, there is a key.
And wait a minute, if I go back this way, there's nothing. There's supposed to be a key in this room somewhere. I totally missed it. There'd be no reason to put the platform through that edge. Seems like you can push the platform down this way, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, that doesn't seem realistic. Wow. What a puzzle. Did not see that one. Yeah, that was yet another great example of the game not really telling me what to do. Like, since you've got humans running around in the game now, why not just some arrows painted on the walls every now and then? Go this way. Just some basic things. Suppose I could have tried to use dust, and dust might have helped. But I, frankly, am practically refusing to actually ever use him because he's not that helpful, and it just doesn't work. Let's see. Is there a way to get up? This seems like a one-way transfer, and this seems like a shortcut down once we do get the key. Now, it's probably past the point of remembering, but there was, I guess it's a shortcut to the area we started, because unless this human is going to be a trader for us, trader as in trading our weapons, we're going to have some issues. Town of Ash. The earth is big. Oops, sorry, I've fallen down. So you could certainly have Fury and Pestilence, whatever his name was, is supposed to be, all on Earth at the same time as war and just not run into each other. But you kind of have to go with a somewhat Western, modern area because you don't want this to turn into a samurai game. You don't want it to be some impoverished city in Africa, because it would just be a lot of dust then. You would think bullets would be incredibly scarce and he wouldn't just shoot at demons, particularly to help me, because he doesn't seem like he really has any reason to help me. More demons are coming. This is a big fight. Keep slashing these guys. They're dropping items. Yeah, so every little shot is doing damage, so it's not just all for show. I do need some health, but it's not doing a significant amount of damage to him. Yeah, with the most recent God of War game coming out and having a backup character that shoots arrows for you, I could see having a human character that really helped this particular character could come back to Darksiders 3, assuming he doesn't die tragically in some way at the end of this. And even if he does die tragically at the end of this, we know at the end of the main game, death brings back the humans, so it's practically a guarantee that Fury is going to deal with some other people. And see, then that's just a set piece. And anytime they don't want you to go a direction, they just put up a here's a chest, and see, I knew that we were going to get some chests by breaking some things in some areas. The demon storm hewn from the relics, pride from the abyss, unleashed upon earth during the apocalypse, tearing the demon legion to many tearing the demon legions to many victories amid the end days. Resistance is futile when the power of a planet atmosphere is at the command of one's wielder. So it does a lot of lightning damage, I imagine. Let's see. We may actually, like, it is better, frankly, in every way except for defense and inferno damage. So, but it's not a possessed weapon, so I wouldn't use it. Not for that. If anything, I would feed it to this possessed axe and see what we can do there. And you can't. So there's that. And what are we getting otherwise? Not much. Looking around, just trying to see if anybody dropped anything. I'm playing this game way too thoroughly now. It's not like I'm ever going to come back and play it a second time. Yeah. Darksiders 3 has to have humans in it. Let's hope Fury doesn't care too much about the humans, but maybe has the sniper alongside helping him every now and then. Like, let's hope it doesn't go into a romance or anything, but it would allow a human character in the game to ask some basic questions, reacquaint the many players who will not play Darksiders 1 or 2.
Peace, human. It's not yet your time. Right. We'll see about that.
Look how big this gun is.
Tell that much. If you don't want to kill me, why chase me across the whole damn city? I thought your kind was no more.
This is this voice actor.
Are you? I'm Death.
He's a very famous voice actor that played Spike in Cowboy Bebop. his voice is too recognizable to be hired for video games. Like that, there's been in the past couple of years a high number of voice actors who are very noticeable for their voices, and thus the absolute wrong person to cast in any role. They often also do not have much of a range to change their voice, so they always sound the same way. And there's some famous video game voice actors that have become pretty well known for, this is the Uncharted voice actor. I believe he's one of them. Now he's an enraged War Master. Good thing I didn't use my good thing I didn't use my final form. I don't mind this as an idea for a mid-boss or regular boss, is running into enraged forms. That would be better than most of the enemies we fought, where they just hit a certain point in their health bar and cannot be hurt any further. See, this guy's about to be killed, so I don't know if he's going to go to a third form or what. And you get an automatic execution move. You didn't have to push a button.
Mostly beasts. And, well, the others. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were angels. Doesn't matter. Neither cares much for our kind. You're different somehow.
You would think less of me had I come at any other time.
Let's see. So now we're gonna have some real conversation. Good thing the audio hasn't crashed.
How can it be that humans still live?
I would hardly call this living. Yeah, my body works just fine. But everything that I live for is gone.
Still, you should be dead.
I cannot
There are ways of
believe
avoiding
they
demons,
hired
not
this
all
guy.
powerful as they would have us believe.
Like, they probably overpaid him too, because he's a famous voice actor. Man, there is certainly a problem with not having new talent in voice acting for video games, because they don't want to run the risk on somebody. This would have been a character that would have been probably pretty good to run the risk on. If he is in the next game, I would hope he would be recast. All I'm hearing right now is Cowboy Bebop.
Was it us? There are others.
Not sure. But I work alone. Some things never change, I guess. Even after the apocalypse.
What became of those human?
I don't know. I can only hope that their end was quick.
That is most likely. I respect your need for secrecy, human, but I must know, how did you survive?
I was a Boy Scout.
What?
Never mind. The demon lord caught up with me a while back. We made a deal. I sold my soul.
I see. And what else did you give up?
He forced me to tell him the hiding place of the other survivors.
What was this demon's name?
He called himself Belial. Wait, what are you gonna do?
Kill him. First, he will tell me what happened to the other humans.
Kill him? You're out of your mind. Those things that attacked us on the street, they were nothing. Belial's a demon lord.
I've slain many lords in my time.
He's got a
Whatever you say.
makeshift
Oh, yeah, and
replacement
you see my
leg.
soul lying around? Mind fetching it for me?
Skeleton key is just handed to me. Find Belial, defend the server. So that'd be interesting if we can find his soul, but I suspect we can't.
Don't you have a demon lord to kill?
Interesting. And we've got one of these portals that just appear. There really needs to be an animation that tells you that they have appeared. Let's take this. Ice Reaver is forged at the power opposite of burning core of hell, crafted With a bite that can snap freeze all forms of life into an icy halt. The blade's enchanted with a demonic curse that drains energy from all it touches, granting its master power alongside solid defense. Interesting, but not really. Every single one of these weapons, they paid somebody to write some script and description of these weapons. And they really shouldn't have. Are there any more? I'm assuming that there's a reason I'm doing this, but I'm not sure there actually is. Yeah, I would have thought that would have triggered something. That sure seems like a sneaky little thing you would want. But unless there's just a canister sitting around on the ground, I've destroyed everything. Alright, let's look at the map. Let's see. Down, up. There's this key. And return to Uriel. Like, I don't see a real reason why I'd want to return to Uriel. And frankly, it seems like that would be a mistake. Like, we can look at our inventory just to double check. Possessed double size. Interesting. Demon Storm can now... So I've got now a possessed weapon on both sides. So if I cared, I could try to feed and equip those. Wait a minute. How far will I have to go? Like, you go through here, you go through here, and you'd be at the key. You just jump down here, and then you jump down here, jump down here. Seriously? Irritating. Can't just jump. You've got to take the stairs. Fine, jump down there, and then through this to the underground. Here we go. Looks like we got some visual flickering over there. And let's see, what's the rest of this map? I think we've kind of been everywhere else, so we might be towards the end. I also feel like there was a second submarine subway. Wasn't there a subway car train there? Did it despawn? And I guess this would be the point where can't go this direction. I kind of wonder if this is just gonna be a fight against Belial. It's like Belial's lair. Is that really all there is to it? We got a couple of these imp characters. So this could be rather short, or this could be another medium length. It could be a medium length dungeon. I can't climb up these columns, by the way. I thought maybe these were going to be some kind of switches in a different form. It's a ton of stuff. Take all of those. Continue to break things as if it's going to really do something. The problem is you're not always rewarded for breaking things. You're only just ever so occasionally rewarded for breaking things. Enough to make it seem like it's a good idea when it probably isn't. And this is a gun. So I can just apparently aim at this. And gotta get the guy to be aggroed before he'll come towards me. And see, that says it's a locked door. But what is making it actually a locked door? Just the fact that it has, like, it just has a demon thing on it. Interesting. So we've got to go this direction, which could be just a gun sequence. And we did have a gun sequence in the first DLC. No guns to be seen in the Abyssal Forge at all. So, yeah. Yeah, 4 hours and 30 minutes would be right on track. So, next recording will almost certainly be done. Maybe we'll get the soul back for... What was his name? Did he even say his name, the human? Did we even ask? I don't even think we asked. Still almost 50 minutes of combat time, so they are improving on that aspect while dropping the ball completely on everything else. I figure the loot system itself has just decided to give me a slightly better possessed weapon, which I could spend time feeding the items I have too. I don't think so. Maybe we'll get really, really lucky and be at... I can't even say right now. Interesting. Wonder what's stopping me from being able to save right now. Maybe we'll get lucky and get to level 25 by the end of the game. This is the most appropriate DLC in my opinion because it is highlighting some good aspects that we could have easily forgotten of Darksiders 2's main game, while still very much showing the multitude of flaws, particularly since this is the definitive edition. Why are there so many glitches in this DLC? Like, why is this not patched? Why is this not fixed? Why did you even come out with a definitive edition if you weren't going to patch and fix things? It's pretty ridiculous. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. When you subscribe, please click the notification bell. And if you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.